Okay guys, today we are reviewing this watch right here from Swatch. As you can see over here, Swatch. It's made of plastic and the strap is silicone. It's signed over here. I think I already smeared it a little. So that's how it looks in the front. If you look in the back, it's signed over here, and it has that over there. Patented, water resistant, Swatch, Swiss made, and the model number doesn't say. Well, anyway, the crown right here is not signed. And that's it. So we'll start with the negatives. Negative is hard to tell time. There's no markings, there's no numbers. Another negative is hard to set time because there's no markings or numbers. So generally you have to wait until it's on the o'clock position or on the 30-minute or 15 position or 45 position. You have to wait until that time, set it, and when your digital clock gets to that point, you click. That's how you set time. It's difficult to set time on this. So that's one negative and probably the biggest negative. What else? The other negative will be, well, the plastic. It scratches very easily, but if you go to the Swatch store here in Houston, and you might not live near a Swatch store, they'll polish it for you. So this one's not scratched yet. It will get scratched, but they'll do that polishing for you. And you can also go to a Swatch a clock repairman, and they can polish it. Sometimes they can polish it for you. Plastic. Another negative would be this battery right here. Even though it doesn't interfere with anything, it just looks ugly. It's very ugly to have the battery sticking out. I guess that helps in making the watch thinner, but it just looks bad. So that's a negative. And the third and last negative would be the I'm sorry for those birds. Third and last negative, it's the Swiss quartz movement. So the company claims that quartz movements from Switzerland are somehow better than the ones from China. I don't know if that's the case. Honestly, I doubt it. I think quartz movements are the same regardless of where they come from. But people seem to think that things from Europe are better than things from China. So they'll charge a whole lot more for a Swiss movement, even for a quartz Swiss movement, than from a Chinese quartz movement. But I can tell you this: I do have other quartz movements from China. And if I compare to this quartz movement from Switzerland, Swiss made, this Swiss quartz movement, it's a lot louder than the Chinese ones. Way louder. And when I'm driving, I can actually hear it. Even with the engine running and I'm driving down the streets, and I can actually hear the click, click, click. And unlike a mechanical movement, when it has that tick 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 tick, which is actually pleasant, this quartz movement is, I personally don't find it pleasant. Very loud. It's the loudest quartz movement I ever had. So that's the third negative on this watch. Oh, there's one more negative on this watch, which would be this strap right here. even though there's no reason why you would want to change it, and if you did change it, it would mismatch the style, because the watch goes with that strap. If for whatever reason you decided to change the strap, then you would have a problem, because this one's a custom. It's not the universal type of connection, but it has this rather Swatch type connection. So you're gonna have a lot of trouble finding. You're gonna have trouble finding the you're not gonna be able to put a universal. Let me show you what a universal one looks like, which is this. So there's no way to attach this to this. So if you want to change the strap for whatever reason, you better get a Swatch strap. So that's gonna limit the options, but there's no real reason why you would want to do that, because this strap is very good. So that takes me to the first positive thing about it, which is the comfortable, the strap. It's nice and bendy, and it's super comfortable. And that battery, you can't feel it when you're wearing it. Let me put it on. So it's very comfortable. It's by far the most comfortable watch and strap that I've ever worn. You can put it on real fast. It's not like some of my other watches that you have to. They're kind of difficult to put. This is fast. Unlike this one, for example. Unlike these two watches, these are take a while to put them on. And I'm gonna review these later. These ones take a while to put on, but this one I can just boom, I'll put it on real easy. So that's probably the most positive thing about it. And it looks cool. You can't really, it's hard to tell time, but it looks cool. And that's it.